voting rights. We need to, at the beginning of the program, bring in one of our good friends, Peter Summers, who basically is an outstanding writer for the AFRO, and he's been writing for the last 2 months, if not more, about food deserts, food apartheid, food swamps that we have here, where 25% of the people in Baltimore City suffer in a food desert. And there's not one elected official that represents those of us in 21217. There's not one official can say that they have done anything instrumental to address the fact that we don't have a food market in our area. So I'm going to ask Peter to give us a quick update on where we are with the particular case. Put this date on your calendar, Saturday, November the 20th at 12 noon. Saturday, November the 20th at 12 noon at 1515 McKean Avenue. That's in between Pressman Street and Baker Street. It's the Eastwood Sandtown Park and Playground on McKean Avenue. The park is actually 1515 to 1557. And what we are saying, we're having a press conference on that day. We're having a rally that day. We're going to ask the elected officials to come by to tell us that they are in support. Those who don't come, we're going to tell you if they don't come, don't vote for them next year. But we're going to also have a petition drive. We're going to ask the residents to sign another petition so we can document very clearly that we need a food market in the area. So, Peter, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi, Doc Cheatham. Thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. It's an honor.
We don't want to start the show without you.
Okay.
Give us an update where we are.
We are, we're getting close. The Harbor Bank and other banks like JP Morgan Chase and Goldman Sachs are all interested in solving the food, this food desert, food supermarket issue in Baltimore. I had just talked yesterday with Marshall Klein, the CEO owner of ShopRite, a chain of stores as a cooperative, and we're discussing about his Howard Park store. And interestingly enough, the problem with food deserts, it's all structural. Baltimore is unique of any city in the country regarding the structural problems of creating a supermarket. So we're going to be coming up with a story on Senator Warner and others in Cardin's support on creating a federal tax break for food stores and food deserts. The city has to do more in the state. And I was just looking, it's such an important issue. It's, it's giving food to people, which is, basic human right and anything that anyone expects to be in America. But it's also a good way, and it's a good source of employment, permanent employment, real jobs. So I think people must be thinking of where, government spending is a zero-sum game. If you take $1 from one place, if you put $1 in one place, you're taking it out of one place. Maybe one idea could be taking away the movie film credits in Maryland, which doesn't really create jobs. It doesn't do very much for the citizens, and putting that into the food desert issues, allowing supermarkets to be profitable and expand in those areas. Because without the supermarket, you don't really have a community. Yeah.
Well, we're happy to say we did speak very briefly with the current controller for the state of Maryland, who has announced his candidacy for governor of the state of Maryland. And yes, I'm talking about Peter Franchot. We are very cautiously optimistic that he will not only talk about the food desert issue, but as he stated on the Patrick Henderson show, that he will constructively get something done in this particular area. We do know that we will see another candidate running for governor this Saturday at the Forum Caterers from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. when there are a number of men, including your Uncle Host, that will receive recognition for some of the community work we have done. So we're going to be we did invite Franchot to come on November the 20th at 12 o'clock in the 1500 block of McKean when we have a press conference, rally, and a petition drive dealing with food deserts. So, Peter, I just can't thank you on behalf of all of us in the Sandtown, Winchester area, the Harlan Park area, the Rosemont area, because these are all communities that are negatively affected by not having a food market. And I call names. There are people running for office that need to address this issue. I'm talking about Van Hollen running for re-election in the United States Senate. I'm talking about state senator Antonio Hayes from the 40th district. The three candidates that are running for re-election. We're talking about Ampry. We're talking about Wells. We're talking about Conaway. And we're talking about Congressman Kwesi Mfume. All of them will be seeking re-election next year. And we're saying we don't see your face in the place on November the 20th. We're going to say very candidly to folks, we don't see you, you don't get a vote. Not that you're going to be guaranteed a vote, but the fact that you have an opportunity to address this food desert problem, and you are an elected official, you are going to be seeking re-election. And we're saying, why should we vote for you if you don't help the community? So, Peter, I want to thank you so much. If you want to stay on, please always feel free to do it. But I'm going to get into a little bit of good trouble. We're going to disturb the peace because the issue that I'm bringing up today, I've asked them for 3 months in a row to bring safe streets